What are you guys working on right now within your lesson plans?
Right now, we're working on opinion
Some opinion writing? Okay.
writing.
So maybe we could look at the rubrics that we have that are aligned to the SBAC and CASP, and we can look at opinion, and there's different areas within the rubric. We have purpose and organization. We have our evidence and elaboration and conventions. Is there one area that maybe, since it's something new to you, that you would want to focus on with the rubric?
I'm thinking the purpose and organization, because it's more advanced writing for them, it's more challenging, and I want them to first focus on their purpose and the
Okay.
organization.
Maybe having a clear student voice and making
Yes.
sure that they're setting up whatever their purpose is in their writing.
Yes.
Okay. What would be the easiest way, or have you given any thought to how the students are going to keep track of their goals using the rubric?
Well, I had thought about using Class Dojo, where they would take the writing once they have a final writing piece.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't thought about it all the way through, whether they would record themselves reading it, then listen and using the paper to assess their learning, or having their paper in front of them and record themselves, kind of grading themselves, so I could hear their thought process. So I'm
Okay.
still going back and forth between the two options.
Another way you might be able to do it too is you could take the rubric and you could put it in a sheet protector, and maybe you use one color. You could do it in a sheet protector, maybe it's just on the paper, but you could have them come back to it too. So maybe the first time they go through and they were like, well, my opinion was clear, but I really could, make sure that I had a better variety of transition words. And so maybe the first time they're here, but then you want to have them go back too, so that they're revisiting the writing and then seeing maybe the growth and using the rubric to help push them up to that next level. That's another way you might be able to do it.
I really like that, because
So
we do
maybe in
have three
different-
color
Yeah, or
highlighters.
different colors.
So we can have the three different colors: red for the first time, yellow for the second time, and the green will be your final.
And they could keep track of their progress too in Class Dojo too. They could read it the first time and they could hear how it
The
progresses.
I like that.
Or there's ways maybe they're peer editing too, if you wanted to, use it again, and then maybe after they've had the chance to work with it independently, then the next time you could go, and now you're gonna work with your peer, and we're gonna go through that process together too. Awesome.
I like that.
Okay. When might be a good time for us to do the observation and use this and see it in action?
I think next week, towards the end of next week, would give me enough time to
Okay.
implement it, work through it, and then
Okay.
get it started.
All right. I see that I'm free on Friday, the 20th at 10:30. Does that time work with you?
That works.
Okay. We can do not this Friday, but the Friday after.
The 27th, let me see. I'm free.
Okay, let's do that time. And then the students will work through their writing process. We'll have some goal setting that they're going to work on, and we're working on those CSTPs, assessing students for learning 5.5 and 5.6. And then when we come in during the observation, I'll be keeping track of how the students are monitoring their own goal setting and how they're doing with that. And then we'll get together after the meeting and we'll talk about some
Okay.
of the goal setting that I saw the students work on. Does that sound
Sounds
like a
good.
plan?
Sounds like a
Okay.
plan.
All right, perfect.